Why is it Judge Whitcraft?
Whitcraft.
Yes.
Because there's a conflict with our sitting judges.
Why?
Because the complainant is a municipal employee.
Okay. And what about my charge to the...
It also went to Judge Whitcraft.
Right, and why did I get any paperwork back other than an assistant signing that?
I'm sorry?
There's no signatures anywhere on any of this.
It's electronic. All the signatures...
They're not electronic, ma'am.
Yes, they are. That's my signature.
That's electronic?
No, this is my signature.
Right.
And all the other signatures except for the complainants are electronic.
How's that electronic, ma'am? I've never seen that. That's all. I'm just asking. Please understand, I'm not...
I'm trying to... If you give me a minute and stop cutting me off, I can help you out.
Wow, okay. I wasn't meaning to.
Okay.
You can relax. I'm 100% interested to know.
So the complainant gets to sign because we can't electronically sign the complaint.
Okay.
And when the judge reviewed it for probable cause or not for probable cause, it's done electronically through the system.
Okay.
So I wrote his name because he's the one that found PC or didn't find PC.
So you wrote his name?
Yes, that's my handwriting.
Okay, so he's never signed it.
It's electronic signature. It's done computerized.
There's no signature. That's what, look, and I'm not trying to... Go ahead.
If you're gonna keep interrupting me...
I'm not interrupting. Keep talking. Please.
So because he does it in the system, he's not in our building, he's not one of our judges.
Yeah, I know.
They find probable cause in the system and they click a box. It's done in the system electronically. Because of her signature being not being electronic, because complainants cannot sign electronically, I wrote his name as though he found probable cause, because he did in the system find probable cause.
Okay, but it's not signed, which by that, it's not legit.
It's the signature.
Ma'am, you signed it, not the judge. I don't even know if the judge looked at it.
What? I didn't hear what you said, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't want to overtalk, that's all. You signed it, not the judge.
I signed it on behalf of the judge.
Doesn't work. Not for a complaint. I've read the law. It doesn't work. It needs to be signed by the judge.
It's signed electronically in the system by the judge.
Can I have a copy of that, please?
See if I can get you one.
Because it's page 307, I believe, on both of them.
Yes.
And then also my original complaint I need a copy of.
I'm sorry, you need a copy of what? I can't hear you.
My original complaint.
And $199. This is a copy of your original complaint. And unfortunately, the other two were transferred out to Washington Township, so I don't have the originals.
This is what I wrote.
I'm sorry?
That's not what I wrote. I have this all on video. She's the one that called in on her property, in her window, spitting on her.
Well, I don't have what you wrote because none of us took the complaint. It was an officer that took the complaint.
Yes, ma'am. Tricia.
To get a copy of what you wrote?
Well, if this was dismissed based upon this is not what I wrote.
So this is the form that you would need to fill out for us. And that's your original paperwork that you have, and that's your copy.
So why, this is all... So this is what I did with Trish.
Who's Trish?
The police officer that took my report.
We don't have a Trish.
I'm sorry. She's the black-haired officer, darker hair. I thought it was Trisha. There's only a couple women, I know that.
You're in Mantua?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, we have
No, you don't have to apologize.
Everyone has a female,
Yeah.
except for one. Everyone has a female.
No, Mantua, you got the little blonde girl, and then you got the taller... Kristen, I'm sorry.
So I don't have, if you wrote a statement for her...
Yeah, 2 pages.
I don't have that. She never provided that for me.
And that's not cool.
So the complaint is what got sent to the judge for his review based upon what was.
Yeah, I mean, that just sounds silly. I mean.
So the only thing in here is that you came to headquarters and that you felt that you were being harassed by your neighbor and wished to file a harassment charge.
Yep.
That was all that's written in here. So based upon what was written in here, what I was reading.
I understand, and please understand where I'm coming from. This woman, Officer Layton, Officer Hasselman, threatened to arrest me nonstop. They said they just watched the video at Candace's house of me on her property, spitting and yelling at her through her window. Okay? That was your two police officers of Mantua Township.
Remember, we're separate entities.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is verbally what they came at me, and threatened to arrest me. I said, please show me the video. If you just watch the video, please handcuff me, take me away, because if I would do something of the sort, I deserve to go to jail. And I believe in that. I've never in a million years have been to her house. I've never even seen her with my two eyes. All right? The only thing I have said is about an assistant CPA or CFO, okay, not being a CPA. That's what I have said. I have the right to say that. So I understand somebody might be upset with me, but lying and then police threatening to arrest me, that's a problem. Okay? Now her mother steps in and comes up with this story, which she comes into the place and says in front of, Trisha. Krista. I'll get it eventually.
Officer Shields.
Shields, thank you so much. So that was one day. The next day, Officer Shields and Wolfgrubber come back because I'm out in the backyard with my dog and this girl hanging out. We're dancing, yelling, not yelling, but this girl lives 2 doors from me, okay? And all of a sudden, I have the police at my door again at 12 noon saying I'm saying stuff about DIFUS. That, first off, who's paying attention to me and why? I'm always in my backyard singing and dancing with my dog and having fun. That's what I do to get by. So out of the blue, this stuff appears. It's disheartening. I knew in my heart, because someone calling the cops on you 2 times in a row for something that absolutely is not happening is leading to something bad. And that was my point of filing. This needs to stop. In turn, I get them filed against me, the mother with a story of whatever discovery?
Unfortunately, we don't get discovery.
Okay.
Whatever is written is what we get.
Right, so.
For the same thing, I don't believe, but I don't have the original complaints here because they've already been sent out because they're a conflict for us. So I think what we received from them is the same thing what we received from you.
But it's not.
It's the, you know what I mean? Like,
but
we
it's,
got the complaint because that's.
But you're giving me this form to fill out, which is exactly what she gave me, and I filled this out. I needed an extra page. Really, so wrong.
There is a police case number on the top of the complaint. You see that? The police case number?
Yes, ma'am.
That is that's the number you would reference to get your copy of the report.
Okay.
That she would have to write.
Okay.
Anything in that report. So
okay.
That, whatever you wrote should be in that report since we didn't get a copy of it.
Okay. Now, also, with them threatening to arrest me, also, I received the middle finger from a police officer. Where do I go about that?
That would all be with the police department. If
okay.
you want to discuss those issues, those would be more than likely with one of the lieutenants or the chief.
Okay. And then this says I have, there's your pen. This says I have court this week.
No, it's been transferred to Washington Township because we cannot even hear it here.
So what's that mean?
Whenever Washington Township schedules you is when you'll have court.
So, and you understand my concern. I don't need no warrant. I think I put it in the mail Friday. Right, you put this in the mail Friday. I got it Saturday.
It was in the mail on Friday as well. As soon as I received the paperwork.
Yeah, it didn't come.
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay.
I put those in the mail to you on Friday.
Okay.
The original complaints to Washington Township in the mail on Friday.
Okay.
So they should be getting it potentially.
I understand, and then.
Then you'll receive a notice from them.
Okay, so there's no way a warrant will be put out that I didn't show to a court date, Wednesday, I guess. I'm scared of that. I mean,
No, you're fine, because in the system, it's transferred. We can't do anything about it.
okay. And even the one with Dawn Parks is transferred as well?
Mhm.
Okay. What?
And just to hear me say this,
Sure.
we're not doing physical appearances in court.
I know I have a code enforcement thing that was scheduled for August, and it's a virtual, which I don't have internet or a phone, so I don't know, but that's August. Who knows? I might not be alive then. Yeah, who knows?
I mean, there's other, there's other ways.
Yeah, no, I understand. And it's just disheartening because this shouldn't even be happening. I don't know,
And I mean, and you being upset is one of the specific reasons as to why we don't touch these things.
Oh, no, I'm not upset. It's sort of disheartening. Disheartening, I'm not upset. It's just
No, but I mean, like,
an ongoing.
if you had even the inkling that, the court system was doing something wrong on your end, because
Oh. I've been in Superior Court 17 times in 1 year. Yeah. Yeah. I think 4 restraining orders that were all fraud. A FERPO by this police department that was fraud. They altered an image and put a pistol in a holster that was empty. Yeah. All Robert Layton. Put a weapon under the seat of my car back May 8th of last year. And nobody wants to deal with it. Yeah. Raymond Zane lies to the judge. It's on recording. It's on the transcripts. Nobody wants to deal with it. I've never been in trouble. I've never been in trouble in my life. I don't even have a ticket. I don't talk to people. I don't deal with people. I lost my whole family a year ago when they walked out after I caught my wife doing drugs with teenagers. Guess who? Nate T-Shop, the CFO's son, 17 years old, doing drugs in my house with my wife. And this is how my life has ended up. There's no cop wanted to deal with it because she writes the check for traffic control. Now I have the assistant CFO calling, and it's sad and it needs to end. And I don't want it to end bad for anybody, especially me, because it looks like it's constantly going that way. When a police officer has a FERPO saying he's scared of me, and he comes to my house and tries to help my wife climb through a window back in March, and he's literally threatening to arrest me and trying to climb a fence on this date to get to me. It's all on video. Candace's words are all on video. She called. She said I was on her property. She said I was yelling and screaming and spitting in her window. How does it end up with a mother with a car? You understand? And that was all written clearly.
Check.
Okay.
See
I
if
know.
they have it. And then if they have it,
Yeah.
then you don't have to refill this all out.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because then-
Can I just submit the video?
No, we don't. I know. No discovery for us.
Okay. Not even a cop's body cam, since
Nope, we don't see any
Okay.
discovery whatsoever.
I got you.
We're
You're a little archaic.
just paper pushers.
No, I understand, and I'm not a hostile human being whatsoever. I'm dealing with a lot, and I do my best, and I have no attorneys, and I'm gonna go ask the ladies.
Yep. You can go
Thank
ahead.
you for your time.
The police case number is up at the top.
Okay.
They
And-
should have something, at least a report.
Sure, I understand.
I don't know whether or not they're going to have exactly what you wrote. Not my file.
I understand, and then if I can get a hold of it, I need to get that back to you ASAP.
Yep, and then you'll just need to fill out at least the front
Yeah,
page for us.
sure.
And then on the inside where the statute number is that you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I've been researching what it is because it is a false complaint. And
I don't know if you wanted to refile this one as well.
which,
This one.
yo, can I have a copy of what she? Yeah.
Yep, that one. You have a copy of it.
Oh, okay.
She signed and had no CC. I'll give you another one. In case you want to refile that one.
Well,
Each one needs its own paper.
right. No, I never. Dawn, I don't even know why she's involved in. I know it just now, but I guess I need.
And we figure out from there what
Yeah,
we're
no.
doing with them and-
I understand. I'm gonna go talk to these ladies.
Yeah, I would check with them to see if they have a police report, and then we can go from there.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I've returned. Okay.